Hello. I think you should be able to go now. Okay, you're in now. Okay.
Yeah.
Hello. All right. I think everybody's back in.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. All right. So I guess let's
Mhm.
here. I will let me see. We have till 7:30 now. So I'll just go through this really quick as far as explaining what AI actually the technical of AI is, and
Mhm.
then we'll go to the hands-on. So for the hands-on, I
So,
think
so we're gonna be till 7:30, you said?
yeah, till 7:30. 7:30 we're
Okay.
done. So
Okay.
Yeah.
all right. So let me see. Uh, there's gonna be a test afterwards, so if you're not paying attention, you're gonna fail the test. Just kidding.
Oh God, okay.
I'm just kidding, just kidding. The test is you use AI and let's see how it benefits you, and then we'll come back and then
Yeah,
oh
maybe we'll
wonderful.
have another.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's see how it works. That's how I'm just gonna show because there's so many tools, but I just show a few and
Mhm.
then especially the ones that you can have access to. But let me see. So how AI works is the fact that AI uses data. So depending on the AI itself, ChatGPT uses the internet data, like, and that's a huge amount. But if it's like a medical, depending on the industry, they use their own specific data for their for their industry. So a bank application will use specific data for banking, and same thing for medical. They'll train their data
Mhm.
their application, whatever it is, based on their data. But and then algorithm, which is like the patterns and the
Mhm.
rules for how
Mhm.
the AI should work. And then
Mhm.
so the system uses algorithm to tell the computer how to perform the task, which I just said. And then the algorithm can continue learning how the behavior of the user to improve
Mhm.
more and more. So that's the process of teaching the system just through, it's called training. So the more you use it, you can see the more it behaves a certain way. And you can change it too by telling it, okay, don't do this, do that. That's
Mhm.
specific to ChatGPT and other ones, but that's how you train it. You yourself for ChatGPT kind, but they have for the big companies that do that, they have their own training people that they have to do that. But
Mhm.
so just understand that. And then so large language models, if you ever hear that, that's basically just a type of AI system,
What
which
is it? Say that
large
again.
large language models,
Large
yeah.
language.
So that's an AI system that we'll go back to ChatGPT and Google Gemini.
Mhm.
They are a type of large language model because they understand human language, but
Mhm.
vast amount, like whether it's in different languages, it's just like they have a huge data set to work from.
Hmm.
That's
Who
that.
created it? Who found this?
With ChatGPT, I'm not sure exactly who used it, but I know it started like Sam Altman. He's like one of the main ones that started ChatGPT, but
It's huge, you know?
AI itself is like before I was born.
Oh,
They've
wow.
been working on AI before I was born, but it's
Right.
just like become more popular now because now it's made easy to use. Where
Yeah, and also probably they did a lot of research and they
yeah,
succeeded, I think. Yeah.
yeah. So the main, I
Yeah.
guess, thing that made it so popular now is because now, like before, it used to be that like you need to understand coding in the computer language to
Mhm.
use it or to train it. But now
Mhm.
you can just talk to it normally. Something that's
Mhm.
called natural language processing,
Mhm.
NLP. That's also like a technique. So natural language processing means like the machine
Mhm.
can understand the way you naturally speak as a way
Mhm.
of you training it. But before it used to be coding and things like that. So what ChatGPT and these other chatbots do is that they made the user interface easy for you to
Mhm.
type or talk to it. So that's what
Mhm.
made it very popular. Now, like the public can use it. They're like, oh, it's easy to use. Although we've been using it with things here and there, like with Google Maps and things like that. But now with the chatbot, we just see like the potential of it.
Mhm.
Um, like somebody who doesn't know how to code can
Yeah.
ask ChatGPT, hey, code this for me, and then it can code it for you. You know. But
Mhm.
yeah, so example of like when you ask the capability of it, like how whether or not it's accurate.
Uh-huh.
This picture here is you see I caught it one day when I said, hey, what day is it today? It says today is Tuesday, January 30th.
Mm.
And then, but it wasn't. I was like, no, it's Wednesday, January 29th. It was wrong.
Mhm.
I don't know
Mhm.
why it messed that up, but it's like, oh, actually, January 29th falls on Wednesday, so you're correct. Like, okay. I should
So,
screenshot it.
so the interesting part is, physicists now they're working on a computer called quantum computer.
Oh yeah, quantum computing, yeah.
Yeah, it's going so fast, but they're still trying to, he talks about it all the time. So
Oh yeah, I remember
yeah.
whenever
So
I'm like, oh, it's lagging. But yeah, quantum
so
computing
I'm
will help.
thinking about AI and then, with the computer being fast, it's really
Yeah.
fast.
Yeah, the quantum computing, like it uses like some machine that's like faster than our regular
Mm-hmm.
laptops. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That'll be
Very
interesting.
interesting. Like each
Mm-hmm.
field, some people can touch it, some people will never touch it in their life
Yeah.
and they'll be fine. So we live in Northern Virginia, so I guess for us it's just inevitable.
Yes, we have
I
to.
mean, Northern DMV. Yeah, you're in Maryland, but
Right.
yeah, this area is just inevitable. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
so we'll just say that let me see. So another quick thing I'll just go over. Sometimes the AI can be biased depending on the data that it's trained on. Like you may ask it some questions, or especially the ones to like create pictures and images. It may
Mm-hmm.
not give you. I guess the main one is like they're trained a lot on white people. We'll say that. So some pictures, like you may have to be very specific to get what you want. So like there are times where I've asked it to create images of like somebody of color and it won't give me that, but as time goes on it's
Mm-hmm.
getting more information and data, so like because people are
Mm-hmm.
really advocating for it to be more diverse, so it's doing that
Good.
for
Mm. That's good.
specific maybe even if it's medical, it may be trained on a specific like blood type, so things like that, so that's something to be aware of, but people are working on diversifying that. So
Mm-hmm.
let's just move on now, I guess, like practical use cases. So I have some tools here. We'll just go on here. I mean, AI can be in any field. If you want it to put in any field, it can. Healthcare, education, marketing, and finance and law, they're definitely using it. Not
Mm-hmm.
everybody in those fields is using it yet. It's still, if you're in the world here and people, it may seem like everybody is, but
Mm-hmm.
not everybody is. But
Yeah.
generally they're being used here already. But
Mm-hmm.
so when it comes to actually communicating with the AI, it's something called prompt engineering. So this is what makes easy for us to use it where we don't need to code. So
Oh.
basically it's how AI is able to understand us speaking in our language,
Mm-hmm.
English, or even in your own. Some of them are trained on different languages too. So if it's not English, it could also work with that. But so with prompt engineering, I just put like some things that are best practices. So let's see. I want us to kind of go on, like I'll go over these prompt engineering thing, but I want to make the use of our time to
Mm-hmm.
actually start using it, and I'll kind of point out what the prompt engineering things are. So basically, prompt engineering is the way we talk to it, right? So you see here where I'm typing let me see what image generation herbs benefit. Yeah, we'll just say that. Like, can you give me the benefits from of herbs in this photo? What does it support or heal? So I just like give it a picture of the herbs, like it's a long list of herbs.
I don't
So,
see your screen, so I'm just
oh, my bad, my bad, my bad. Okay, let me
okay. Yeah.
uh, delete, share.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Oh, share. Um, application window. So many windows. Well, I guess let me know
Yeah.
if I share screen one. I'll do screen one because I'm like the windows are.
You can try the
I'm gonna
screen.
hop windows, so it's like probably going to. So can you see
Yeah, I
when I
can.
think? So when
Yeah,
I'm saying I kind of went through here. I was short.
that's fine.
Yeah.
Let's go move forward
So
then. I
prompt
kind of got
engineering
it.
is basically I wrote down best practices. So as you're using the AI, like say to the chatbots, Gemini or ChatGPT, you can use this as a reference as a way to make it better,
Mm-hmm.
to improve
Okay.
on the way you write to it. You write on it. So to be clear and specific and then place instructions and things like
Mm-hmm.
that.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have an example of something, say like you wanted to a certain format, just give an example. Like this is not something you always have to do, but you can if you want to like improve. Just practice
Mhm.
each one at a time and see how it affects the answer that it gives you. So
Mhm.
an example, let me see. So let's go with first ChatGPT to start with. So ChatGPT
Mhm.
is one of the tools. And just as you can see here, I have a list of tools here. Maybe
Mhm.
tools that you can go ahead and practice with. The main one that I use so far, I've used all of these ones here and there, but ChatGPT I use a lot.
Mhm.
Notebook LM is the one that I said you can upload your information, whether it's a PDF or save, and if it's like an employee guideline, right?
Mhm.
And like say a new employee, you can give them access to that huge guideline so they can ask questions to the guideline instead of always asking you,
Mhm.
things like that. And it'll give it the answer just based on that document. And it can be
This
one
is this
document.
is going to be very helpful, I think, because
Yeah. So like with
yeah.
Notebook LM, it can be one document or like multiple documents. I think this is a good use case for like employee training, or if you have documents that you want other people to have access to or information where
Mhm.
you don't always want to be there or have to be there to give them the answer.
Mm.
And this I think would be good for many industries like coaches and things like that. But those two
What do
I
you think about, because we are talking about this, like if I want to create a design, with my other business, like can I ask it to create a design for me?
like a
No?
picture.
Yeah, a picture of what I'm thinking. Like I can say, okay, Easter is coming and I wanted to get a Easter arrangement. Can
Okay,
you give
here,
me some
hands
designs?
on, open up ChatGPT and then type exactly what you just asked me.
I
Yeah.
need yeah, I need to have a picture of a Easter.
Okay, you know what? Yeah, we'll chat. Okay, so Easter's coming. Am I able
Mm.
to give you access control or let me just type it? Okay, Easter.
Easter arrangement. Any ideas? Coming, and I need a design for a arrangement, flower arrangement, maybe.
So they have different applications that create images. ChatGPT is one of them. I don't think ChatGPT is
Wow.
the best.
Mm,
I use the images ones. For me, I don't use them so much as far as like for usage, but ChatGPT can do that. And then they have other ones like, let's see what ChatGPT does. So
mm,
ChatGPT does different things. So that's why with prompt engineering, as I was saying earlier,
mm-hmm.
it's good to be specific. See, all we said is Easter is coming. Can you give me design ideas for flower arrangements? So what's the way we can improve?
Traditional.
So
Now it's asking for traditional. Oh, wow.
yeah, so the way it did it, like it gave you ideas with words, right? Were you thinking more of
Mm-hmm.
an image or with the words?
Yeah, image.
Yeah,
So you can pick any of them and see what happens. Like traditional and elegant arrangement is fine too.
yeah, so like the response it gave us is just in words, so it gives you like the verbal ideas of the
Uh,
design. So what we
right.
do is like ask it, okay, Easter is coming. Can you give me design images? Can you
Okay.
create images for design ideas
Mm-hmm.
for flower arrangement?
Mm-hmm.
That's it. And then I guess
Yeah.
if you want to be specific, if you want to choose one of these, you can also pick it. So like which one?
Just say traditional elegant arrangement. It'll be easy. Just take one. Yeah.
Okay, so pastel blooms in a basket.
Yeah, sure. Oh, you have to specify. Okay,
Yeah, if
got
you
it.
want to be specific, we can also actually do this and see what it gives us. Or if you want to be more
Mm-hmm.
specific, you give it,
Mm-hmm. I
So
see. Okay.
so you want
Just
to
pick one of those.
okay,
Yeah, that's fine.
use
I just wanted to get the idea.
yeah. So like there are many different ways. Okay, so now let's see if it's see now it creates an image because we told it give me an image.
Oh, wow. So where did you click to and like after you typed it, what did you do?
Oh, I just clicked enter on my thing.
Ah, okay,
But
okay, got
what
it.
you can do is
Oh
yeah, I
my
think just click enter.
God.
So you see that. So ChatGPT does this one, right? And then there's another one called Canva Dream Lab. Canva is one, it's also one of the links that I have there. Canva is Let me see. So they can do it too.
Yeah, I have Canva in my phone, but
Yeah.
I don't use it because I don't know what I'm doing with it.
Yeah. So with Canva, you can choose the image size of how you want it or
Oh,
anything. But
wow, that's
let's see.
AI too. Okay.
So Canva, when you do it, I just copied and pasted the same thing, and let's see what Canva does. Canva gives you four at a time,
Uh-huh.
and then you can use in the Canva design, and they're pretty similar. Well, no, they're different, but yeah. So you see, you have like different
Mm-hmm.
options here, idea.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Cool.
and
Oh,
then
thank you. Okay.
yeah, so that's an idea right there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then so you have like all these different ideas that it can give you. And then so sometimes it's actually very good, like what we did. We were just
Mm-hmm.
very general at first. So it can give us things like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, well, I didn't think about all these now. Now let me pick one
Mm-hmm.
more specific. So
Mm-hmm.
sometimes it's good to be broad and then go
Mm-hmm.
specific. But if you know exactly what you want, just be
Mm-hmm.
specific. But if you're not sure, like, okay, let me see, give me your ideas. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Um,
This is good because you're getting so many ideas and then you can
yeah.
decide what you want or you can actually recommend to the client, right?
Yeah,
So,
exactly. Like
mhm.
this would be a good way, like if you have clients like to go with them, like, okay, so which way do you want to like which direction do you want
Mhm.
to go to? So that's what I was
Mhm.
saying, like AI can really help you just get more creative. So let's say
Mhm.
now, like say if we remove the pastel ones, like what I like to
Mhm.
do is like things like these. I'm
Mhm.
keeping that first part first, but in quotes, I'm just pasting the directions, you know?
I see.
Yeah, so that's also a technique for prompt engineering, which I think I have there, where you can put some things in quotes that you want it to follow.
Mhm.
So now it's using the mason jar ideas.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Oh, that's cool.
it definitely got better because it used to be very bad.
Really?
Yeah, that's why I was like, I was very hesitant to use ChatGPT, but yeah. So,
Wow. So I can just go into my computer and then just type chat GPT and
yep,
then start talking, right?
yep, you can go ChatGPT. If you don't have an account, just create an account. You can create it with your Google account,
Uh-huh.
your Google account, yeah.
But do you have to pay?
No, ChatGPT is free. They have a membership one, but I'm using the free version.
Okay.
Yeah. Dreamlab, Canva, I do have a paid version, but the free
Uh-huh.
version gives you like amount of credit where you can create this.
Uh-huh.
For Canva, it's on Dreamlab. This when you go
Uh-huh.
on Canva, you click on the Streamlab, and the free one also gets credit to create. And Google Gemini, I think, does create images too. So let's see what Gemini does. So this
Uh-huh.
is a good practice when you're getting into it to try the different
Uh-huh.
applications to
Uh-huh.
see which one you like for which purpose, you know?
Uh-huh.
Like for images, I think for me right now, because I don't have like a high expectation for pictures. So I
Uh-huh.
like Dreamlab because I use Canva to edit anyways, you know? But
Uh-huh.
this is what Google has. So
Pretty
for that,
good.
for the arrangement, because we said we use the one for the mason jar.
Uh-huh.
But
Yeah.
so let's see a use case for let's see, because I can email, let me see. Well, I guess I can just show let's see. I'm trying to think. I have a lot. I use it so much. So it's like very. So I'm trying to think like what
You can
scenario.
actually have trainings.
Yeah. So it's like I have so many scenarios. Like for example, the blood test. Let me pull up the blood test, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah, sure.
Vegan blood test advice, right? So
Uh-huh.
what I did for this one, it should come up.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Ah, it might take a while.
Uh-huh.
Well, AI is not 100%. I don't know why it's not coming up. Why is it not opening up? Okay, vegan blood test advice. There we go. You see, I'm clicking it, right?
Mhm.
Okay, well, I brought it up here.
Okay, so there's options.
Yeah, so what I did was I started out with I just like opened a new tab, so I'm not sure why it was taking so long to open it here.
Mm-hmm.
But I uploaded my blood test here. The one that I said
Mm-hmm.
I crossed out all my personal information.
Mm-hmm.
So from the blood test, I just asked it, I told it attached are the results of my blood test. As a nutritional doctor, can you give me feedback and advice based on the results? I'm vegan, by the way. And
Mm-hmm.
so I just give it a roll. When you give it a roll, that helps to guide the
I
chatbot
see.
on
Uh-huh.
the way it can respond to you, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then because I wanted to compare it to the advice that I got from the nutritional doctors I talked to. And
Mm-hmm.
then I just let it also know, like, my diet type so it can be more specific to the advice that it can give me. So I
Mm-hmm.
wanted to know, okay, what should I take and everything to increase? So like all this information, it observed like, my vitamin D deficiency and things like that. And
Mm-hmm.
all these things were things that I actually heard from the nutritionalist, but it gave me more information. And now I have something I can go back and read because when you're
Mm-hmm.
talking to somebody so much, I'm not gonna,
Yeah. Yeah.
I took notes, but it's
So,
like now I can read,
yeah. So recommendations.
and they recommend,
Wow.
yeah.
Iron,
And this was exactly
magnesium.
what they told me because I asked my, hey, what's the most important thing I should focus on? They said vitamin D, if there's anything.
Mhm.
That's what they told me
Mhm.
first. And my iron.
Yeah,
And
because
I'm starting
vitamin
to,
D gives you more energy. If you don't,
yeah,
you see the difference, right? So
yeah.
iron also plays the same thing. Magnesium is good for bones, and they're even recommending you rich foods like almond. Oh wow, pumpkin
Something
seeds.
specific to my diet and my lifestyle. And like
Yes,
the cool thing is
wonderful.
I can follow up and like, and I'm continuing like not every day, but like as
Mhm.
I'm thinking of things, I'm like, okay, so what's one thing I should focus on? Like I asked the nutritionalist, I said vitamin D. I'm
Mhm.
like, okay, because I just wanted to compare it to just test it,
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then
Oh,
so
this
I'm
is
just
cool.
like, so you can just continue on. Now you have like a coach if you're using your blood test,
Mhm.
Okay, well, can you give me some herbs to help tackle my deficiencies? So now it's like, doing this. So like it'll be so much more money. Like I definitely, for me, it was important to talk to the nutritionalist, but it's like now I'm getting more value for my money for the test that I took. It
Yeah,
doesn't have to
yeah.
be a test that just I have to always just talk to them. Now I can just continue the conversation here and do my research outside of this as well. But like I'm asking so much more, and like how much calcium should I take daily? I'm just going on. Can I drink this
Mhm.
every day because it has my blood test? And it's like,
Mhm.
yes, you can drink it. So it's just like this is like a scenario. I'm like, wow, this is amazing.
That's amazing. Yeah.
Mhm.
And also like I mean doctors don't go into this detail, right? So they just tell you blah blah blah, or you need to take this medication or whatever, and then you're done. But here you can bring that information and do some research to find more useful that'll help you to get better, or
Exactly.
control of the situation. Let me put it that way. Yeah.
Exactly. That is very true. You're right.
Mhm.
And then, so it's like so many scenarios. Like, so is there any scenario that you guys would like want to look into? Because I have so many. So
So
like
where did you get all this from? You just
for me, it's like
did all the research and it saves for
no, no.
you?
Oh yeah. Okay. So the way it works, okay, when you open ChatGPT, when you first create your thing, I'm not
Mhm.
sure how the empty one looks like anymore, but you create a new chat by clicking this. So every time you create a new chat, it automatically saves your chats. So on the
Okay.
left side here, these are your chats. So these are all the chats that I've had with it. So chats are like the conversations that you have. You can
Mm-hmm.
continue a chat by going back to it.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you click this,
Mm-hmm.
let me see, wheatgrass powder. I ask it questions like it's Google. So it's like I have a question, like I
Mm-hmm.
ask it if I have anything I want to like, brainstorm. You can
Mm-hmm.
brainstorm with it ideas. I'm like, oh, can you sometimes like okay, write a book on this, just for fun. And I'll go back on the brainstorm. So every time you're done with this, it'll save here. So you can go back and
Uh-huh.
continue the conversation or you
Uh-huh.
create a new one.
Okay. Okay. So
So
does the space matter though if you just go on? I mean, it says just 30 days.
yeah, like
But-
previous 30 days. So I
Mhm.
think it might be 30 days. No, so it's just based on how I'm scrolling. So it saves for longer than 30 days. Like it goes
Okay,
on
that's
and
good.
on.
Mm-hmm.
Like I haven't maxed out the space yet. I don't know how far it'll do that for me, but yeah, so all your chats will be here. You can continue a chat by clicking back and going. And then
Mm-hmm.
so let me see. So let me see. You can ask it for like recipes for things or like
Mm-hmm.
blends, questions to explain things. Like this, I was prompt engineering versus crafting. because
Okay.
just AI, leveraging AI in daily life. So I was just, let me see, let me just, I guess, give a tour of ChatGPT. Yeah, so this is it, your chats. Like, so you see the Easter flower design, now it's here.
Mhm.
And then,
What?
so what you
I
can,
saw that earlier and I thought of, I said Nadia. Violet, now it's Nadia.
yeah, so Violet, yeah, this was a scenario. So if you have any scenarios you want to explore, we can do that. But you can
So
share the chat
it
too.
will show you how to arrange flowers.
Well, because she
No,
wanted to have like ideas of flower arrangement.
ideas.
So we asked it and it gave an image idea. So now she could be like, okay, well, and then so if you have like something specific, like say if you have a certain type of flowers that you're working with, you can tell like, okay, well,
Hmm.
I have this type of flower, this decoration things. Give me ideas based off of what you have too. You can do that as well. Tell it
Mm.
what you have and for it to come up with an ideas for you. That's another thing you can do. And then you can share the link. So say if I wanted
Hmm.
to share this chat with you guys, I copy it
Hmm.
and I can send it to the uh where's the show grid, show small. I don't even know how to share this right now, but I'll share it. I can share it. Let me
That's
see.
fine. Yeah, no problem. So what did you press to share the link?
Yeah, so to share the link, I just shared the link, but up here on the right side, you see the top right?
Oh,
Yeah, I click share and then you
mhm.
can share it, copy the link, or you can
Mhm.
and then you can, you know, send the link to anywhere you want or LinkedIn, Facebook, Reddit, and all the other stuff. But
Okay, cool.
you could do that. And then the other person, they can continue the conversation, but it won't be like collaborative, you know? So they'll
Mm-hmm.
have their own conversation and then you'll
Mm-hmm.
continue your own.
Mm.
Um, so with ChatGPT, these are just like the different types models that they have. So I'm
Mm.
using just the free paid version, so that's what this one is. And then if you want to upgrade,
Mm-hmm.
this is the smarter model. This to me works well enough, but
Mm.
you can upgrade there. And if you
Yeah.
want to have a temporary chat, I guess if you wanted to disappear, you can do that because if you use it a lot, as you see with me, you can end up
Yeah.
having a whole lot. But if you want to also, you can go ahead and delete,
Okay.
archive or just share. And
Mm-hmm.
these things here, so these are called GPTs. So that's
Mm-hmm.
what ChatGPT, I guess you can call it like apps instead of ChatGPT that people have created.
Okay.
So they just kind of like they design it to make you get specific things done.
Mm.
So let me see. For example, yeah, it's just explore that. It's like ask for ChatGPT. I don't even know how to explain them. Right. I don't really use them that much. Like I explore them here and then like, but I guess
Mm.
since I'm so used to using ChatGPT, like whatever they're doing, I just type and do myself.
Yeah.
Like this one I use to like somebody gave me like a bunch of information they wanted to send like a demand letter for somebody, but I just everything they typed on the text message, I just copied it
Mhm.
and say, hey, create a demand letter. And it did, So I'm like, I didn't need to use this. I don't know. For me, the GPTs, I guess they're cool, but I just haven't found them so useful yet where I use them every day. I
Which
just
one you use more?
these GPT, the apps from Chat, I don't use them really. I just explore them to see the capabilities and see if they're easier. But for me, so far, it's just easier for me to create a chat and then ask it because I guess I've practiced enough where I know how to design my own questions and scenarios where it gives me what I want.
Mm.
I guess what people create these for is to help people out to get what they want out of ChatGPT. But I've practiced enough, I guess, so I definitely say explore them. Like if you wanted to help you to write content, you can use this one and things like that. But
Marie, there's a logo creator too.
yeah, so logo creators, like
For
right here.
sketch,
Oh,
we
Yeah.
can create our own.
Yeah, and then you start chat and then you can help create a logo.
wow. We
But
did
you can
help
do the
with our logo.
Yeah, but you can also do the same thing without the GPT.
Right.
Yeah, GPTs are the apps, but you can ask it to generate me a logo, generate home health. Let's just say AGES
Mhm.
using pink and let's just say yellow, just for example.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this is using the GPT and it does that. I don't know why it's uh so it does ask you, this is helpful because it asks you questions to make it more specific to what you want.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll just go ahead and answer, how complex should the logo be? I'll just say,
Extremely clean and simple.
One, clean,
Yeah.
and elegant style.
Yeah.
ANS.
Oh, true. But you know what? Since it's AI, it actually probably won't understand what I'm trying to say. I misspell things a lot sometimes. I'm like, you know what? It'll get it.
That's the best thing, you know.
Yeah, I'm like, it's gonna understand it. So that's what it came up with. If you give it a
Oh,
name, it
Marie, do
might.
you think whoever you told to create, maybe they used one of these?
yeah, I would ask her if she
Very
knows.
familiar.
Yeah, I think she needs to take a lesson from Muna because some of these VAs, they just answer this like they know. Today, it was so good that I asked them for us to be on the call for my EBV.
Hmm.
Abby learned so much today from Abu and I. She was not sure what to do.
Abu gave very good training like 2 times for
Oh wow.
Abby. Yeah.
Hmm.
But what I'm saying, Marie, this same kind of a design, that's what we already received from whoever did the Laura, I think.
Laura, yes, she
It's
does good
already,
job.
so he probably went into this AI
AI.
under logo creator and then just created and sent it to you.
Probably very
Uh,
a lot of assistant like they use it a lot. And
yeah,
then in Dreamlab we can try the same thing again.
yeah.
Put the same thing in and see what it says. What it
For the
creates.
low, for the, where are you trying though?
For the
Which,
this is Canva.
okay, Canva, okay.
Yeah. So Canva came up with these different ideas, but
Hmm.
so that's that. And then so let's come up with like we're running out of time soon. Then
Yeah.
okay, so let's try to wrap it up. Let's come up with like an email or document creation. So what kind of like an email do you want to create? Just brainstorm anything random. Like send an
Mhm.
email.
Mhm. Send an email to Marie in regards to do we have to be specific about a client or can we just say to the clients?
Oh, to the client, yeah. So
About
Can
the
you say
next
regarding the
the
client?
next team
no, you
meeting
can put a
for
random name. Yeah.
Yeah,
Client for what?
regarding their schedule.
care plan.
Yeah,
Meeting.
whatever. Yeah.
Care plan meeting.
Okay. And then is it like I guess to tell them that the meeting is coming up?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It's coming up on Monday. What is the dates here? Let's see.
10
Yeah, 10th at
at
2
2
o'clock.
o'clock.
Yeah,
You say what time?
2 p.m.
There
I'm
we
gonna
go.
have lunch.
Let's see what it does. There we go.
Oh
Copy it.
God, this is great. I wanted to follow up with an understand which schedule.
What?
So please, yeah, please let me know.
Excuse me.
Is it
Remember
true?
the letter J sent? Similar to something like this, huh?
They
Your
probably
name just
AI.
inserts.
Just like
What?
that. Yep.
Oh, I have to
You
take
guys
this
are
class.
like, you're like,
It's beautiful.
yeah.
It's beautiful
What?
And fast.
Yep,
and
very fast.
fast.
So if you just as you're thinking like, okay, this, and you put it, and then he just like writes it out in the grammar. There we go.
Mhm. Mhm.
So, do you have your sessions on a regular basis, like on Fridays and Saturdays, or the days you off, or it's just by appointment, right?
Right now by appointment, but I think I might have to set it up now. Maybe I could do by appointments, but since now I'm off, okay, my schedule, let's say my schedule is stable now. Tuesdays and Wednesdays, I think I'll try to like schedule them for those days, Tuesday and Wednesdays, right?
Hmm.
No, no, no.
Yeah,
Thursday. Tuesday, Thursday.
Thursday,
Yeah, Tuesday, Thursday. Yeah.
Tuesdays and Thursdays,
Yeah, yeah.
and maybe weekend you choose and
Nah.
pick.
Lifestyle choice, no weekends.
Yeah,
Eh?
definitely.
Lifestyle
What about my
decision.
students? If my students, because my classes are on, well, I'm working on that.
Yeah,
God help me.
lifestyle decision.
If I put it out there. Because the pilot is off. So I'm gonna put my classes towards the weekend, anywhere. I want to do my Thursday as a free time for myself.
Okay, so then
I don't
Tuesdays.
I don't know if Maria has a free time, but I'll pray on it.
Yeah, that's
So
option.
Friday, Saturday. No. Thursday, Friday, Saturday for my classes so I can navigate and see pick 2 days out of that.
Okay. We can work on that. Then let's go
Not
through one more
not
thing before
every
the time
Saturday,
runs out.
maybe every other Saturday at least.
Yeah, we can work on that.
Because I want to have a schedule. I want to have a schedule for the
So
classes.
one more tool that I think is very useful, because
Mhm.
ChatGPT is one. Gemini works very similar to ChatGPT. So
Mhm.
everything we do in ChatGPT, you can do in Gemini for the most part, you know?
Mhm.
But if you
Mhm.
play with each one, you can see which one you like better.
Mhm.
Gemini, the cool thing with Gemini is like say if you have Google, you want to create a calendar item, you can say create a meeting for tomorrow at 2 p.m.
Mhm.
and then it can do that on your calendar. Um, all hands. That's all. I didn't put the
Mhm.
meeting name, but it can create a calendar item
So
tomorrow.
it's kind of similar to Google, right? You go into the search bar
Yeah,
and
similar. Yeah,
type
so they really
your
try to make it work with each other, you know?
uh-huh.
Yeah.
And here and also Chat GTP is the same way that you have a chat box or something.
Yeah, but yeah, basically similar. Yeah. So the main thing I said before is like natural language processing.
Mm-hmm.
So the main thing is that they use your own natural way of speaking for you to communicate with it, you know, instead of back then before this technology with natural language where you could type English or any other language. If you're a Spanish speaker, it'd be Spanish. I
Mm-hmm.
taught my clients, Miss Tina, how to use Google Gemini, but in Spanish. Because the
Mm,
cool thing is you can talk to it, you don't have to type. You can
mm,
talk to it. So she's like, oh,
oh,
this is cool. You can have a
yeah.
conversation back and forth because we were having a hard time with the recipe. So I'm like, ask Google, you know,
Mm, mm-hmm.
but not Google, Gemini. But
Right.
one cool thing is let me see. So this is one last one, Notebook LM. I'm not sure if it's gonna cut out on us. It probably will soon. It's like only 1 minute left, but this is one where, like I said, you can upload documents or resources, and then you can have a conversation and ask questions. So one, for example, this one's financial literacy I created.
Mm-hmm.
It's Notebook LM, and you can create multiple one of them. This is Google free also if you have a Google email. So let's
Mm-hmm.
click on this one. The way it works is you add your source, and you can upload files, PDF, text, or anything.
Mm-hmm.
And the other files you can add are these ones. So you can paste the text. If you just want to copy a whole text and paste it, you can do that and paste it here. Or if you have a YouTube video like that you want to just ask questions on the video information, you
Mm-hmm.
can click the link here. What I do lately, I noticed myself is like if it's a recipe for something that I see on YouTube, I just put it here
Mm-hmm.
like give me the full recipe and it'll give me the recipe if they don't type it out. But
Wow.
so this financial literacy one that I have here, it just like you can ask questions, but it gives you suggestions too. So summarize key factors of determining their credit score. It
Mm-hmm.
can do that. Like
Mm-hmm.
but the good thing about this one is the difference between this and ChatGPT is this only answers based off of the documents that you upload. So that's why this is really good for the internal team. Say if you're training or if you have a client you want to have access to information so they don't always have to reach out to you, you can create this and then give them access. The way you give them access, we're going to run out very soon, is by clicking share and then you add their email here and they can get access. Now the access level is you can give them
So this is in your notebook too?
yeah, Notebook
Okay,
LM.
cool.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
there. I think it's a highlighted one. So they can either just be a viewer if you want them just to view, or
Mm-hmm.
they can edit. If there's somebody you
Mm-hmm.
want them to change anything, make them a viewer. But if you want them to be able to edit, if somebody you're collaborating with, make
Mm-hmm.
them editor.
That's like Google Doc. Yeah.
Yeah, basically a Google Doc, exactly. But it's a
Mm-hmm.
Google product and this is completely free also right now. So I would suggest just use it. But the cool thing is if it's a very long document and you just want to listen to get familiar with it, say if you're studying for something or a topic you're not familiar with, you put all your resources, like
Mm-hmm.
20 PDFs, YouTube videos,
Mm-hmm.
it can generate an audio now. And then there's
Oh.